Hi there. Thank you so much for joining me today. We have a hot topic we're going to talk about, and that is what is the best diet for weight loss? And I'm actually going to take this a step further and focus on what is the best diet for fat loss, because when we're losing weight, it's not just about the scale, it's about body composition changes. You want to lose excess fat and maintain muscle mass. Muscle mass is more metabolically active, so we're burning more calories at rest, and we overall just feel better, feel stronger in that composition. So we're going to focus on fat loss versus just weight loss as the number on the scale. And there are 5 areas that are necessary in a sustainable fat loss plan. Number 1 is actually being able to stick with it. Consistency is the secret sauce in any sustainable change that you are creating in your life. Because if you can't stick with it, you're not going to be able to maintain the results that you've created. So if you're eliminating foods that you enjoy in your life, you're not going to be able to stick with it because those things are going to come back and be presented to you, and you aren't going to feel confident navigating those or feeling out of control with those foods. Or if you feel overwhelmed going to an event or an occasion or a party, when you're given that opportunity, you're going to completely go in the opposite direction because you're not learning how to navigate those things. Or if you really value having pizza with your family on Friday night, or you go out on date night with your partner on Saturday, or you go to brunch on Sunday, or you have a work lunch on Wednesdays, if you're not learning how to fit these things into your life in a realistic way, you're not going to be able to maintain your results. So it's so important that you create a plan that you can actually stick with. And that leads me into my second point, number 2. The diet that you're going to be able to stick with is the one that includes the things that you enjoy into your life. So if you're following a very restrictive meal plan and there's no room for fun or for things that you actually enjoy, and it doesn't take into account what you value in the day. So maybe you're following a meal plan that isn't the things that you like, right, necessarily, or you're having to eliminate your toast that you enjoy in the morning, or you can't have wine on Friday, or you can't have pizza at your kid's birthday party, right? These things matter and are the limiting factors from allowing you to create long-term change. So one of the first questions that I ask any new client that I'm working with in their initial assessment is, what are your non-negotiables? What are the things that you value, that you enjoy in your life in terms of food or drinks? And how can we realistically fit these things into your life in a way that makes sense for you? And this is very individual. So if you love pizza or bread or ice cream or dessert or wine, that's okay. These foods can absolutely fit in a balanced diet, in a sustainable plan. We just have to navigate how this looks for you individually and how we can make this work for you. And once you're able to realize that you can have these things in your life in a way that makes you feel your best, you can stick with it and you can navigate these situations. And that is just the best feeling. Number 3, the best diet is the one that actually teaches you how to navigate holidays, travel, and eating out. These are super important aspects of life that we have to understand how to navigate. We can't just blindly say, well, I'm only following a diet when all of the elements around me are in play, right? When I can cook everything or control everything in my life, well, that's when I'll do it. But when I can't, I'm just going to do whatever I want, right? That's the all or nothing thinking. But we have to identify there is this middle ground that we can find a way to navigate these situations, again, in a way that helps you to feel your best. So most people will go completely in the other direction during the holidays, right? Because they feel out of control. There's so many more opportunities for fun foods, right? There's more environmental triggers, which is real. But again, really understanding that you have to learn how to create better overall habits and identify how you feel and what works for you. So we're working a lot through behavior change and understanding your certain triggers, cues, and things that we can do to navigate these situations to help you feel your best and stick with it. Number 4 is the best diet plan is the one that keeps you satisfied and not hangry. Because how often have you started a new diet and you've dreaded it because you knew that you would be hungry all of the time, right? Raise your hand, comment below. Have you had this happen to you? This is so common and super unfortunate because it does not have to be this way. And this is also setting you up for failure and frustration. Because typically, if you're hungry all the time, you're drastically under eating less than you need to be. In order to lose weight, yes, you need to be in a calorie deficit, but you do not need to be in a drastic calorie deficit. So this is really setting you up to, again, backfire and go in the opposite direction. Because if you're under eating or eliminating food groups or nutrients that your body needs for survival, for basic metabolic processes, heart to beat, lungs to breathe, survival functions, it's going to send you signs and symptoms and say, hey, I'm not getting what I need from a biological standpoint. So you're going to feel out of control with foods if you've been overly restrictive. You're going to be obsessively thinking about food. This is primal hunger taking over. And if you have the opportunity to maybe have these foods, or maybe you're drinking alcohol and your inhibition is declined, your body's like, hey, this is my opportunity that I can get the nutrients that I'm needing to support my body. Your body is built for survival, and it will do whatever it takes to maintain these functions. If you're constantly under eating for a very long period of time, your body will start to down-regulate, meaning, okay, I can't control how much nutrients or how many calories I'm receiving, but I can control the energy that I'm expending during the day. So therefore, your body may start to down-regulate other processes, meaning slowing your metabolism, your metabolic rate, or slowing digestion, or starting to eliminate extra processes like reproduction because it's not getting enough what it needs for survival. So this can be very dangerous as well if we start to really get drastic and extreme with under eating in a way that is unsustainable and really unhealthy ultimately. So it's so important that you're learning how to feel satisfied and feel your best while also reaching your fat loss goals. And this is a huge piece that I'm teaching my clients to learn and check in with their body cues, because it's so important that you're paying attention to how you feel, hunger, satiety, and understanding how to balance your meals. And that brings us to our 5th and last point here. The best diet to stick to is the one that teaches you how to build meals effectively to feel your best. Because prescriptive diets are not teaching you anything about actual nutritional quality or what your body needs for your individual lifestyle, your individual circumstances, your activity level. Someone giving you calories or macro targets to hit each day is not teaching you how to realistically create meals, create balanced, delicious meals that keep you satisfied so you're not eating and then just immediately feeling hungry again. Or you're not trying to play Tetris at the end of the day because you still have all this protein that you need to eat, right? And so you really have to learn how to build your meals effectively beforehand so you can actually meet the nutritional requirements your body needs and feel your best at meals, feel satisfied, and feel sustained. So how I do this with my nutrition clients in the beginning is before initial session together, I have them complete a week of food journaling so I can get a beat on what their nutrition is looking like currently and what their days are looking like. So from there, we're able to make adjustments based on where they are at currently in their life. So rather than me just assuming things and giving them things to start with, I'm identifying what's the low-hanging fruit, meaning what are the easy things that we can grab to start focusing on making adjustments with. And we really start meal by meal understanding, okay, what are the foods that you actually enjoy and that you actually want to have here? And how can we just adjust this meal so we're getting a better balance of food groups to keep you satisfied, keep you feeling your best, and also make sense for your schedule, right? So if you're someone that's traveling versus working from home, or if you have a busy morning trying to get your kids ready, it's going to make a difference in what kind of a meal makes sense for you in those moments and those days. So it's really important that we're not completely overhauling everything at once and making too many changes. It's really about making small, realistic changes to build confidence, to build momentum. And then you start to feel better, right? And recognize that you can make these small changes, meet your goals, feel your best, eat out, enjoy holidays, enjoy the eating experience, and see progress towards your goals. So let me know if this was valuable to you. What is the one tip that you learned? Comment below. I'd love to hear from you. So again, just to recap our 5 tips for the best diet for fat loss. Number 1, the diet that you can actually stick to. The second one is the one that includes the things that you enjoy in your life, the non-negotiables. The next one is the one that teaches you how to navigate holidays, travel, and eating out. The best diet is the one that keeps you satisfied and not hangry. And lastly, the best diet is the one that teaches you how to build your meals effectively to feel your best. If this is something that you are looking for, this is exactly what I'm focusing on with my nutrition coaching clients. And it's such an empowering feeling when you understand what works for you and it's meeting you where you're at and you're not doing what other people are telling you to be doing or comparing yourself to others. It's all about you, your circumstances, and your lifestyle. So if you have any further questions about coaching or what this would look like together, definitely send me a message, comment below, or fill out my coaching application on my website. And I'll see you in the next video.